Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Friday's What Map. Now, as promised, if you ever need a DLC for a map, I tell you in advance. So are you ready? You don't need a DLC for this map. Well, obviously you don't need a DLC for this map. I can see snow too, but it's Shasta Vanilla. Yeah, the clue is in the name. Vanilla. By landandskygirl. And she's done a pretty damn good job at this, making a snow-themed map without snowfall. So anyway, there's your resources. The snow has been done using the Alps Dolomite theme. You need a couple of trees and Daylight Classic. Daylight Classic, obviously, because nobody likes yellow snow. Got it? Got it. Do it. Crack on. Let's move on with the map. Okay. Now, first things first. This bridge off in the fog isn't very clever, but I've learnt to forgive those that are in the fog. Once you're out of the fog, though, like now we've got to start making some judgments. Now, there are bumpier roads, and this is not a proper bumpy road. It is going with the undulations, but do I like it? I don't, but I will leave that for you to make your own decision on that. Whether this is it's not awful. Okay, I put my hands up. It's not awful. I would quite like both highways to be together, but it's not essential, and honestly it does kind of work. And then you got this bridge. This bridge is less good. Okay, they're not parallel, it's not aligned, they don't start and finish at the same place. Once again, there are bridges like that in the world which deliberately don't start and end at the same place on different levels, etc. So once again, I leave that to your digression. I personally not keen. Then we carry on, and once again we've got both highways running at different levels. There's nothing essentially wrong with it. This bridge, okay, I'd like it a little closer together, but that's just a personal thing. There's nothing wrong with that one either. I must have got out of bed the wrong side. I was up too late last night. Oh, now this is not good. I think we can all agree that this is not good. Forget about the water mechanics down there. The river hasn't settled down yet. There's your start square, right by the river, right by the railway. That's a pretty good thing, isn't it? Not too far from the mountain for a little bit of snow. I like it. Okay, that's a good start square. But yes, now is this a bit low? Possibly a bit low. I mean, there's no clipping. Everything's going through very happily. So I think we should allow that one. Okay. Yes, I was up quite late last night remaking the Sansi Messer episode from yesterday, and yeah, I'm probably got out of bed the wrong side. Yeah, that could have been a cutting into the mountain, that bit of highway there. I didn't forget it. I just falling a bit behind. This is okay. That's okay. I have no moans with that at all, either. And then we roll on through the forests. There's not really much more down here apart from this perfect bridge, ish, and then this little highway. Not too sure about that little end there. I think we flew over it a bit fast. The railways need to be smoother. That is unacceptable. Okay, that would have been a cutting. Yeah, and this is just a bit bumpy. It's just a wee bit bumpy. It needed to be smoothed out a little bit more, just where the tracks go. And then up to this rail bridge, which is, yeah, it's okay for height, but it's a bit steep on each side. This is poor. Very steep there. Not acceptable, I'm afraid. Not to me, not to mine eyes. Mine eyes, it's not good. And again, this bridge, a bit steep on the right. Now that's okay on the left. It's quite smooth down the left-hand side there. Not bad. So yes, just one side. Oh, a bit of a bump though. Look at that. It inclines before dropping, which it didn't really need to do. Oh, that's a little bugbear again. A little bit frustrating again. Just these are minor things, but they're frustratingly minor things. Well, at least the bridge stays elevated there to get across to this. My goodness me. Well, that was looking so good before the river. That was clever work before the river, and that's not clever work after the river. And we've got this bridge here. And then through the forests again. Through the forests. That's okay. I'm okay with that. That looks pretty smooth. Following the highway. This is a good bit of railway. I'm happy with this. This is all good. So we finally hit a really... Well, it was nice. It seems to be losing it again now. And yes, now we are completely lost to the hills. Nice little bridge. Bit steep on the downside. Bit tight there. Okay. Do you know what? Asset! Asset! Where are you? It's time for today's asset. And today's asset is the Sheridan Tower by Honker. Now this, we've not had a skyscraper for a little while in the asset review, and we all love a good skyscraper because we do like a nice protrudence of a downtown, don't we? And this will protrude as well as any skyscraper in Skylines will protrude. It's quite tall. Not super tall, but quite tall. So it'll fit into most downtowns. Yeah, sorry, slightly out of focus there, but still you get the gist. That's quite nice. Triangular, and that is Sheridan Tower by Honker. Today's asset of the day. And then we roll on to the terrain and the rivers. The rivers. Oh, the rivers. Bit cold, I imagine, this water. Cold and gloopy, probably. The riverbanks are good. Riverbanks are very, very good. And I'm not minding the water physics too much either. Once the game had a few minutes to settle down, water physics seem okay on this one. And then we're heading up. Shall we follow a mountain stream just to see what it looks like as we go up? Is there any like rapids or waterfalls, or there won't be? Was there any rock decorations? No rock decorations that I've seen up here. But it's, I mean, as the mountain streams are less interesting. I've got to be honest, that was kind of boring, that little bit. But the main river was good. Now the water source there, I would have liked it a little bit more, I don't know, covered or interesting or whatever. But then it is up by the snow, and that is where rivers start. So I am going to grumble, but I am wrong. Okay? I know I'm wrong. You don't need to tell me I'm wrong. I am wrong. Oh, look. Cemetery. Okay. So yes, there's nothing ostensibly wrong with having that river as a water source just up by the snow, with no sort of like spring feeding it. Now down here we've got some islands. Seems to be some water source issues down here. Sorry, water flow issues down here. But I mean, the water is flowing throughout the map. You're going to have no problem with that. These islands, would I like them a little bit lower rather than they're quite hilly. I probably would have done. So anyway, speaking of hilly, there's a mountain over there. We should head our way over there. But yeah, let's just check the ground terrain as we head towards. It's not as flat as it looks. It is a little bit undulating, naturally undulating, so you're going to have your work cut out on this map. It's not a map for the absolute beginner, but there's nothing that's going to stop an absolute beginner having a go at it. It's not scary, okay? This mountain is quite Chiliadian. There's a word for the day. When we get to the top, let's see if we've got a nice view from up here. We might be able to finish on this. It's not actually... it's not a great view, is it? It's just, no, I think we'll pull back. We'll try and get that mounted into the frame for the end of show, because definitely worth a look, isn't it? There you go. Very nicely done. Very nicely done, the snow in this map. Congratulations, Land and Sky Girl. If nothing else, the snow and the quality of the graphics to get the snow like that, 4 stars for the aesthetics. The detailing, the road, the rail, and the bridges, mostly I'm very disappointed with personally. You can disagree with me. If you do, stick it in the comments below. If you agree, stick it in the comments, but I'm giving it 2 stars. Gameplay potential, I'm giving this 3 stars. Okay, it's just it's not my kind of game. I don't know if I'd really want to have a go at this map, and because of that I can't give it my seal of approval. But I think it's one that'll keep a lot of you very busy, and for those that want to have a snow themed map but don't want to have the snowfall, this is definitely the map for you. So anyway, thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. Join me again tomorrow. We've got an absolute stonker of an asset tomorrow.